Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm sharing the recipe for spicy tangy pickle that stays for more than 6 months over the shelf and up to 1 year when refrigerated. This pickle goes well with any breakfast item like idli, dosa, uttapam or pesarattu or even with hot rice or roti. So just this one type of pickle can be a side dish for any type of Indian food. So before getting into the recipe, if you are new here, please consider subscribing our channel and press the bell icon for more healthy and interesting recipes. To start with our recipe, here I have taken 3 lb of tomatoes and washed them, clean them and wipe off any excess wetness. Now slice each tomato into thin slices longitudinally as shown in the video. Here you can see 3 lb tomato slices are ready, and I measured 1 1/4 cup of salt and 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder. Now take a plastic tin like this and transfer all the tomato slices to this tin. Make sure to take the plastic tin like this because if you use a metal container, the acidic content of the tomatoes and the salt we use may react with the metal container. So always use a plastic container like this. Now here I am adding 1 1/4 cup of salt and 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder. This salt you may adjust according to taste, but here I measured 1 1/4 for 3 lbs of tomatoes. Now give it a good mix so that the salt and turmeric powder mixes well with all the tomatoes. Now close the container and rest it until next day undisturbed. Here next day after 24 hours you can see water oozed out of the tomatoes as we added salt and rested for 24 hours. Now take a tray or plate like this and squeeze the tomato pieces and transfer the squeezed pieces onto the plate. Here you can see I am spreading these squeezed tomato pieces over the plate. After squeezing all the tomato pieces, here the juice from the tomatoes is left behind. Leave it aside and now sun dry these tomato pieces until all the water evaporates and they are completely dried. Here you can see I kept these in the balcony outside and I'm allowing them to dry. If it is really hot and sunny, it may take 1 or 2 days for these tomato pieces to get dried up. Meanwhile, here I have 400 grams of seedless tamarind. I'm taking half of this, so I measured 200 grams of the seedless tamarind and clean this tamarind by removing all the veins of the tamarind fruit. Here I'll show you. Here you can see this vein is like this. It is very thick and stiff, so remove all these veins of the fruit and clean it. Here you can see how long and thick these veins are. So just remove them and clean whole of the tamarind. After the tamarind is cleaned, here we have half of the tamarind measured, and now I am transferring this half tamarind, that is 200 grams of tamarind, to this tomato juice. After transferring the tamarind to this tomato juice, close it with the lid and keep it undisturbed until next day. Now next day, here our tomato pieces are dried, but still there is little wetness in each piece. Here you can see each piece is dried little, but still wetness is there. But unfortunately next day is very cloudy and there is no enough sunlight to dry them. So here I am transferring this plate to preheated oven at 180 degrees centigrade, and I am planning to bake them for about 2 or 3 minutes. Let's see how much time it takes. Here after 4 minutes our tomato pieces are well dried. Look at these pieces. These are well dried just like sun dried pieces, and there is no water content in these pieces. Now keep these pieces aside and measure 1 tablespoon of fenugreek seeds and 1 tablespoon of mustard seeds. Now transfer this fenugreek seeds to a dry vessel and dry roast these fenugreek seeds for about 1 or 2 minutes. Here after 2 minutes our fenugreek seeds are well fried, so now switch off the flame and allow them to cool. Once the fenugreek seeds are cooled, here I am transferring 1 tablespoon of mustard seed to a mixie jar and then the fenugreek seeds and grind them to fine powder. Here you can see this powder is ready. Now keep it aside. By this time our tamarind is also well soaked in the tomato juices. So now here our tomato pieces are well cooled. So transfer all the dried tomato slices to the soaked tamarind and tomato juice. Here I measured around 1 and 1/4 cups of red chili powder, but you can adjust according to your spice levels. So now transfer this red chili powder, then fenugreek and mustard seeds powder, and here I have around 25 peeled garlic pods. Now transfer this garlic pods to the mixie jar and grind them to a coarse powder. Now transfer this garlic powder to this. Now give it a good stir until this red chili powder, fenugreek, mustard powder, garlic all combines well with the tomato pieces and the tamarind juice. Once they are well combined, now transfer little by little to a mixie jar like this. Here I am transferring small portion of this to mixie jar and grind it to smooth paste. Here you can see this is well grinded. So now transfer this tomato pickle to a bowl and continue the process until all the tomato pieces are well grinded. Once whole of the tomato pieces are well grinded and our pickle is ready for tempering. Here I am using just half of the pickle and half I am planning to refrigerate. So take 1 tablespoon of urad dal and 1 tablespoon of split chickpea or chana dal, 1 tablespoon of mustard seeds, 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds and 2 red chilli and 1 twig of curry leaves. Heat the pan and add 5 tablespoons of oil. Once the oil is heated, I am transferring all the tempering seeds to this and allow them to fry well. Once all the tempering seeds are well fried, transfer curry leaves and red chilli and allow them to fry. Now finally add 1/4 teaspoon of asafoetida and switch off the flame and allow this tempering to get cooled. Once it is cooled, transfer to the pickle and mix it well. With this our tomato pickle is ready. That stays for 6 months over the shelf and up to 1 year when refrigerated. So friends, please try making this tomato pickle with the measurements shown in the video and enjoy this with any of the Indian breakfast or rice or roti, and do comment how you liked about it. If you like my recipe and if you are new here, please consider subscribing our channel and press the bell icon and stay tuned for more healthy and interesting recipes. This is Rupa signing off for today and see you in the next video. Thank you.